Dust off that yellow tie. It's time to see who will be on the move on what is sure to be another dramatic deadline day. Clubs around the world are rushing to complete their last-minute business ahead of the second half of the season.
From scrambling around for a new striker, to quietly shunting that summer flop out on loan, teams will be working right up to that deadline to polish off their squads. The English transfer window will slam shut at 11 p.m. tonight. There have already been some significant deals done in the Premier League this month.
West Ham loaned Calvin Phillips from Manchester City, while Crystal Palace incredibly signed a right-back that is not Nathaniel Clyne or Joel Ward. Read more in FOOTBALLSEEING. Redman United stars agent blasts Ten Hag for not treating player like a pro. Power up, get £40 in free football bet builder bets when you stake £10 with Paddy Power. Tottenham even splashed out an initial £21.
£5 million on Radu Dragusin, in addition to handing Chelsea flop Timo Werner a shot at Premier League redemption. But it remains to be seen if other clubs are able to bring anyone in to save their seasons.
With the drama about to unfold, let's take a look at why we love transfer deadline day. One, the endless rumors. In the age of social media, it does not take a lot for a random transfer rumor to gain significant traction online.
Most read in Football Deadline Day brochure. Exit exclusive, Spurs £50 million Dominic Solanke deal. Mbappe updates. No kidding. Lauren Goodman sets up Instagram for son she shares with Kyle. Tags footballer making a mark. Rashford's ex-Lucia thriving since split with new brand support of Wags. ACE accused Spanish footballer sexually assaulted team mascot in parakeet costume. Free bets. Best betting offers new customer bonuses. A Harry Maguire lookalike can be pictured at an airport and suddenly people believe that he is on his way to AC Milan. And a tall long-haired blonde man at a service station on the M25. Erling Haaland must be on his way to Crawley Town.
Two, the deals that don't go through for many teams and players. Transfer deadline day can be a frustrating one. There are numerous factors and details that have to be worked out for a deal to come off.
However, as many have found, it can take just the smallest issue to cause a transfer to collapse. David De Gea's move to Real Madrid in 2015 fell through because of an issue with paperwork, while Leicester City could not play luckless Adrian Silva for 6 months because the deadline was missed by just 14 seconds.
Things can also descend into farce, as Peter Odemwingie memorably found out in 2013, when he turned up at QPR only to be refused entry to the car park. Three, last-minute madness. Clubs can make signings right up to the deadline, with some seemingly coming out of nowhere.
Players are ferried up and down the country and from abroad in helicopters and private jets. Agents will be pulling strings and calling in favors, while owners may even pay over the odds to get that top striker that they feel can save their season.
This is ultimately what leads to the infamous panic signing despite there being a month for business to be done. No deadline day has ever quite been as dramatic as the one that took place on January 31, 2011.
In a crazy day full of twists and turns, Chelsea forked out a British transfer record £50 million on Liverpool striker Fernando Torres. The Reds hatched a plan of their own after the Spaniard had sensationally handed in a transfer request the previous evening, splashing out £22.
8 meters on Luis Suarez and an eye-watering £35 million on Andy Carroll. One move proved to be more successful than the others. Deals getting ever more complicated. Transfers can come in all different shapes and sizes as clubs try to get deals over the line.
Whether it is the fee being undisclosed, the permanent transfer changing to a loan, or a swap deal with players going the other way. While these negotiations take place, other snooping clubs can come in and hijack deals, leading to players turning their swanky cars around.
This all leads to famous cliches such as snags, stumbling blocks, price tags being slapped on players and dotting the i's and crossing the t's. The laugh-a-minute late shift for TV reporters. Sky Sports reporters often are given the thankless task of providing news from stadiums and training grounds across the country.
Some may have a quiet day as their allocated club proceeds to do absolutely nothing. But for some, such as Alan Irwin, who had a sex toy shoved in his face, or Mark McAdam having his broadcast interrupted by a naked inflatable doll, things can be a little more eventful.
Unfortunately for viewers at home, reporters are somewhat more protected now as they are given more private places to give their updates. Those awkward new signing interviews. Many fans playing transfer deadline day bingo will be looking out for some of the most hilarious tropes.
From a player telling the media that they have always dreamed of playing for the likes of Huddersfield, or Robbie Keane seemingly joining his 12th boyhood club, fans can often spot the classic cliches from a mile off. Endlessly watching Sky Sports News. Football fans up and down the country will have their eyes glued to screens waiting for updates on their club's business.
Read more Sun STORIESTRAVELLER truths. I'm a gypsy and people think we're wealthy, but £20 makes me feel rich. Dinger of a mystery town tormented by strange humming noise, and it's getting louder. Many have even called on the government to make transfer deadline day a national holiday so they can give proceedings their full, undivided attention. As 11 p.m. nears, whether buzzing or distraught, we will all be watching Sky Sports News' massive timer as it ticks down to 0.
Transfer News Live. All the latest transfer deals from around the world this January.